right, here's the top 5 welterweight contender, Belal. Remember the name Muhammad. And I pause at calling him an overachiever, but there were a lot of people who didn't necessarily think that this man was going to vault into the top 5 and be the factor that he has become in one of the UFC's deepest divisions.
Well, when you're this committed, when you are so committed to your craft, and you have an iron will that you will be something special, you can accomplish anything. That's Belal Muhammad. When you talk to him, you get a sense that this guy believes that he's the best in the world. He doesn't believe it. He applies the work ethic to it to make himself and give himself a chance. It has allowed him to be exactly where he is today.
And now he believes he might just be one win away from his first shot at the UFC title. We'll see how it goes for Muhammad tonight. All right, here he is, the undisputed baddest man on the planet, the UFC heavyweight champion. And man, does he have all the confidence and the self-belief that comes with that distinction.
Yeah, when you're the baddest man on the planet, you are confident. You have to be a bit arrogant, a bit cocky. And that's what this guy has. He has been here on so many different occasions. This is like another night in the office, but you can never tell by the way that he prepares. When you watch him prepare, he treats every one of these defenses as if it's the first time he's fighting for a UFC championship.
No, you put that well. He has had that patented intensity about him this week, trying to occupy some head space in the challenger. Huge heavyweight title fight is upon us. Won't be long now, folks. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. And now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Belal. Remember the name, Muhammad. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, the Korean Superboy, Doo Ho Choi.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, early round action here featuring the bona fide welterweight contender, Belal. Remember the name, Muhammad. Biggest key to his success of late, undeniably, has been the wrestling and the pressure game, the ability to impose his will on the ground. He has an outstanding top game, very good ground and pound, and I think when his submission offense gets to that next level, Belal Muhammad's going to start putting people away and maybe be fighting for the title before the end of the year. Well, not much setup behind it. The right hook misses. Big shots being landed on both sides here. And there it is, the uppercut lands. That is nice. He told us that weapon would be there, and he got it right up the gut there on the wrestler.
He said he had some things to deter him from level changing. It seems as though he was talking about the uppercut because it landed effectively.
Little judo throw there to take him down. High praise, I would think, from the Olympian, DC. Nicely done.
I mean, it was beautiful. The way that he stepped across, got his hips in and started driving into his opponent. What a phenomenal technique. Great position. Great knowledge of knowing how to manipulate someone's body.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
Nicely done. Making all these shots count. Muhammad's right back to the full mount. Lands with the ground and pound here. Oh, there's another ground strike for good measure. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position, and you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Oh, great job by him there to reverse things and get the dominant position. Right into side control. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard. There it is, now he's running him out.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes. Oh, nice. Great ground and pound by this man.
Another ground and pound strike gets home.
Oh, nice right hand up his head, yeah. He's got to be careful here.
Well, how about the movement off of the back? Nice job to avoid the ground and pound here by Muhammad. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, nothing in the unified rules says you can't strike them off of your back, and he did well there. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by the Korean Super Bowl. So we crossed the 30-second mark in our opening round. Oh, interesting there as he just decides to let him back up. 20 seconds left. Lands the right hand over the top. And both fighters exchange in the pocket. In the books.
All right, take a seat, bud. Good round. I need more of that this round, okay? I want you to be a little more active with your punches on the ground. Let's not let the ref stand inside.
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out. But it does excite me for the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, here we go as our next round gets underway. That was some serious precision striking on display in the previous round. Found his openings upstairs and closed the show.
He has landed at an alarming rate. His opponent needs to get his head off the center line. He's walking into him with his head straight up, not moving, trying to engage without changing the angles. That is why he is getting brutalized right now.
The accuracy to land right there. His opponent's wobble chair.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
Keep the pressure on. Everything's landing.
Circling to his right. Whiffs on the straight right hand. Man has his chin been tested early. Both fighters throwing heat now.
There you go. There you go. Big right hook there by the champ.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Belal Muhammad. Another ground and pound strike lands.
Nice transition.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard. Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass. Good job by the champ there. Slide back up.
Choi gets back up. Double leg takedown, stuffed. Straight right is there. All right, gets inside, gets the single collar tie here. Well, he has stayed busy and he has stayed accurate. Nice combination.
Very accurate, a lot of activity, and the hands look phenomenal tonight.
Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive than we saw in round 1, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Muhammad's in half guard. Landing strikes nicely here from top position.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Well, until his opponent adjusts, you might as well keep going with it as he continues to land a high volume of strikes in this one, Lisa.
Well, you don't want to be stuck on your feet with a boxer of this caliber. This guy's too good. And as you see his opponent looking lost, this is what you expect. He is that good in this singular skill. He got on 4-ounce gloves. Take this dude down. Don't box him. He's too good at it.
Muhammad's right back to the full mount here.
You have to be so well-rounded once you get to the top of these divisions. You cannot just be a knockout guy. You got to be able to change it up if you find yourself in this situation that he's in right now.
Good work from the top here by Belal Muhammad.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side. Underhook, this is a great position for a top fighter. Great job landing the strike from his back.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Belal Muhammad.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Muhammad's back in full mount. Final seconds here of round 2. Oh, big shots from the top. And the horn sounds on round 2.
Stop!
All right, take a seat. That was awesome. Everything you're doing is great. You really found your rhythm and your distance there. I want you to do more of the same, so let's look to really land the big shots this time.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides here.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, so next round underway here, and you got to admire the stamina that both of these guys still exuded towards the end of that round. Both men put a particular... picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect. Beautiful job by the champion. Holy smokes.
Oh, judo toss, made it look easy. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Ground and pound the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Oh, this is some high-level, efficient, effective ground and pound by Muhammad.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position.
Muhammad's in half guard.
Now he's going full mount.
Nice positional control here. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful.
You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just gotta move.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get off of the hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position.
Changing the position.
We have crossed the midpoint of this fight. Muhammad's back in full mount.
In the half guard.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Muhammad. Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down. Back mount now. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
Oh. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Muhammad going to work here from guard and doing a pretty good job, I might add.
Not being just defensive, but offensive off of his back. Great punch lands.
Very nice leg kick there by Belal Muhammad. Oh, you land, I land. Is that what we're doing here?
Oh, he's in trouble. He's hurt bad. Oh, nice right hand.
Less than a minute to go in the round. Troy gets tattooed by that stiff jab. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Final seconds of the round. Oh, 2 minutes. 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 2 min postures up and lands to the head.
Take a seat. He's got to protect that body. Keep your elbows in tight. Stay focused, okay? I want your striking to be a little bit sharper. Punches go out.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. Fourth round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The fourth round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off of that stool, and this is a real test of your will and desire to win a fight.
Beautifully timed and place kick there by Muhammad. All right, so he finally gets the takedown here. He kept on trying, stayed committed. He told us before the fight, at some point, I'm going to be able to take him down, and that's exactly the way it played out. Ground and pound strike there now. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Muhammad's got his back again.
Getting him out here.
All right, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
Scramble, pummel out, get yourself up in a good position, a better position.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra pop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep. Nice right. Oh, nice.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
That'll snap your head back. Beautiful combination. Man, DC, his hands look good. A lot of volume, a lot of accuracy tonight. Oh, nice judo toss for him there. Cam blocks the shot there. Choi's got a bruise appearing on that left side now. Got to think that bodily investment is going to pay dividends later in the fight. Unable to connect with a right hook.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice takedown defense.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Under 2 minutes here to go, round 4.
Beautiful ground and pound. And it looks like he has a cut now. Nice reversal on the ground. Great job. Oh, right into mount. This is where he wants to be.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Choi.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. He's having his way with him here.
Beautiful ground and pound, and that will cut him.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson 1 in boxing class, hands up, chin down.
Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Effective punch there by Muhammad. Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right. Just misses with that one. Oh, nice job by him there to get the takedown. takedown, I would think that gets the Olympian's stamp of approval.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. What a fantastic job of getting the takedown when you need it.
Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Well, good dexterity and movement here on the ground to avoid any further damage, courtesy of that ground and pound. Nice job off of his back by Belal Muhammad. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Oh, looks like he's got the arm isolated.
He's got it isolated, working toward the finish.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and submission defense wins this transition.
And there's the buzzer indicating the end of round 4. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. Well, no surprise to see that eye continue to be targeted. Some replays from the previous round in which a lot of damage was doled out.
Well, the cut man's got some work to do to try to give this kid an opportunity to stay in the fight, because the reality is he has taken far too many shots to the eye, and now he's dealing with a nasty cut. He has got to change something.
Ready.
Fifth and final round. Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. Choi gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there.
He's going guillotine. He's trying to tighten the grip on his guillotine choke. He seems to have it, but he's got to really get his hips up to his opponent and make sure his opponent doesn't roll off to the side.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Muhammad. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight.
He's got to start throwing now. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
The ground strikes continue to pile up. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Belal Muhammad. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through.
This is a terrible position.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike.
Move, scramble, humble out, get yourself up in a good position.
Under 3 minutes remain in round 5. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Every strike he lands, that cut gets worse.
Yeah, it's getting worse, and he needed to address it a little bit sooner because now that damage is starting to pile up.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Muhammad's right back to the full mount.
Massive shots from the top. Yep, got to be very careful there. He
Bottom
needs to
fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Posture's up now. Oh, and delivers. Huge punch to the head there. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop them. he needs to try to get a takedown or something. Because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut. And now, all the blood that's coming from the cut.
The Korean Superboy gets pounded here on the ground. The elbow there doing the damage. Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Belal Muhammad. 1 minute to go in the fight.
Hey, scramble, get up. Scramble, scramble, and get up. Get on your side, get on your side. Don't let him keep you flat. You gotta move.
Choi's in half guard now. Lands the grounded pound strike here. All right, we told you we'd keep an eye on it, DC. That cut is starting to open up wider now, and he continues to target that area wisely.
Well, when you saw it right away, it wasn't that bad. But as he continues to target it, you can start to see it opening up. Look for him to continue to go down that route to try to get these victories.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
All back and forth action right till the final horn. What a tremendous finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
We go to the judges' scorecards for decision. For the winner by majority decision, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, the Korean Superboy, Doo Ho Choi.
So the Korean Superboy Doo Ho Choi with another highlight for the reel here tonight. A big win for him in this featherweight division. And it's pretty wild to think that this guy is just getting started. Now let's see just how far he can take it. But tonight the celebration is on, undeniably. A huge step in the right direction for Doo Ho Choi here tonight.